Keeping our sights fixated in Seoul, lawmakers elected the chairs of the National Assembly standing committees today, with major positions all filled and their plates full for the July session. This is where the real work begins for the members. Kim Min-ji has the latest from the domestic political arena.
The setting of the latter half of the 20th National Assembly has more or less taken shape. In a plenary session on Monday, rival lawmakers elected the chairs of 16 of the 18 parliamentary committees. They'll vote on the heads of another 2 committees on Thursday next week. This as rival parties agreed to split the Committee on Education, Culture, Sports and Tourism into 2 separate ones, one in charge of education and the other the remaining 3 areas, a process which first requires a revision to the National Assembly Act. The distribution of the committees was decided based on the number of seats each party holds. The ruling party will chair 8, including the House Steering Committee, which is responsible for overall parliamentary affairs and oversees the presidential office, plus the committees on national policy and finance. The main opposition Liberty Korea party heads 7, including the Legislative Committee, where bills are reviewed before being put up for a full floor vote, and the committees for foreign affairs and the environment. The legislature has been back in action since last Friday, when it approved a new parliamentary speaker and vice speakers for the latter half of the 20th National Assembly, which put an end to over 40 days of paralysis. Earlier in the day, National Assembly Speaker Moon Hee-sang met with the floor leaders of the country's negotiating blocs for the first time since assuming the post, and stressed that the parties must now come together to address the people's needs.
Each and every one of you here needs to be at the forefront to get the National Assembly moving on the right track. What people will want is a mature, sophisticated parliament that can be trusted and respected by the people.
With rival lawmakers having decided which standing committees they will be part of, it's now time to get down to the piles of bills and other items that have been waiting for them. Some political wrangling could also be in the works, with confirmation hearings coming up for the nominee for Commissioner General of the National Police Agency and 3 candidates for the Supreme Court. There are other pending issues to deal with as well, such as the implications of this year's minimum wage hike. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News.